Hello. Hi everybody. How's it going? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Um, if for some reason my sound isn't working, please let me know. And I'm just going to go ahead and hang out a little bit while people find me. It's nice to take a couple of deep breaths. Allow the body to soften and relax. And just have the angel energy come into the space with our spirit support teams guiding us. Seeing the grounding cord going into the earth so we feel firmly grounded. And the one person that's on, if you could tell me if you can hear me, that would be super, just to make sure that my sound is working. I visualize a beautiful purple light from heaven going through my crown chakra, spreading out through my aura, and enveloping my life, my whole entire life with love. From my health, financial abundance, my family, my home. It's like my saging process, sending that purple light, the violet flame from heaven, melding with the Mother Earth's energy that's coming up through the grounding cord, and just sending it out through my home. It's like my saging process, only allowing love to reside in my home. Same with my cars, my family's places where they go to, where they dwell and things like that. So just sending it out through my online presence, sending that violet flame to all the customers I'm going to be working with. And you can direct the violet flame to go anywhere where you need to go as well. And we see that violet flame from heaven surrounding us 3 times round. And we're really ready to go ahead and engage in the energy. That's one of the things you learn in Psychic Development 101 is how to ground, shield, and protect yourself. And I was in a session yesterday and I said, well, there's no fancy wording. You could even use the Lord's Prayer to ground, shield, and protect yourself. But it's important to check into your aura and see what's going on there. If anything needs to be removed or cleansed or cleared, sending it up into the light for transmutation, and just making sure that there's love that exists. And so some of the teaching that I want to do today is what's the difference between soulmates and twin flames. And as I channeled this message in my newsletter, what the information that came through is those are merely labels. And we have incarnated in this life on the earth many times over, a lot of us. And so we might have the same soulmates or twin flames that come into contact with us. They're basically our soul family, and they seem very familiar to us. We could see it in their eyes. It's mannerisms that they hold. We know it in our heart. We sense it with our psychic senses that we've lived many lifetimes with some of the people that are currently in our soul grouping in this lifetime. And so a lot of people say, well, I really want to meet my soulmate or my twin flame, and you think that you're looking for that level of person that you want to be in a relationship with. But if you consider that you have many relationships with many different types of people, from spouses to significant others, if you're not married, family members, children, co-workers, they're all part of your soul's family. So the thing to keep in mind, it's not so much important to say, oh, I need to find my soulmate in this lifetime before I can be in a happy relationship. What is important is, how does that person make you feel in the relationship? Do they support you? Do they nurture you? Do they lift you up? Do you have joy with them every day? And if you can answer yes to those questions, you've probably met the right match, but not necessarily a soulmate. In addition, if the opposite is true, then your life is out of balance, and you can feel that going on in your gut. You can feel the anxiousness that's there. So you might want to rethink, is this relationship salvageable? Can you make it work? Or is it something where it's not going to get better, and maybe the best thing to do is to start over, start anew? And you know that based on the way you're feeling in your gut and your heart. Your gut and your heart will always tell you the correct path to take if you listen, and that's cultivated through your psychic senses, bridging your psychic senses and your physical senses. That's how you know. So getting back to soulmates and twin flames, I wouldn't be so caught up, the Souls Collective says, on the labels. That's a very third dimensional thinking, as much as finding the person that gives you balance in this lifetime. That's really what you should be looking for. And the interesting thing that the Souls Collective talks about is being in multiple relationships or in a couple of different relationships in the same lifetime on their end is normal. So if you are fortunate enough to be in the same relationship your whole entire life in one incarnation, that's okay too. But if you have gotten divorced and you've had a couple of different partners, the Souls Collective is here to tell you that that's okay where they reside. They're not putting judgment on that. All they're saying is to find the person that brings you balance on the other end. It's not about a label. So that's basically the teaching that I wanted to leave you with for today. If you joined late, you want to go back and listen to the meditation I brought through the violet flame. And I also did teach you how to ground, shield, and direct, how to ground, shield yourself too. So let me go ahead and pull the first card, Ask Your Guides by Sonia. And let's see what this card wants to come out and say. So I'm just going to go ahead. I let my psychic senses basically tell me which card I should pick. Okay, this one popped out. Oh, interesting. So it's interesting that we're talking about twin flames and soulmates, and it's the month of love, because the card that came up is shame and divine healers with hearts all around it and helpers in the back. So I feel like this card is telling the person, release the shame that's associated with whatever relationship you've had in the past. Use your divine healers, your spirit support team, your angel guides, your ascended masters. If you book a reading with me, I'll be happy to uncover all that for you. Had a reading the other night and told somebody who her guardian angels were. So by releasing the shame and really clearing out the trust issues in your heart chakra, cutting those cords in your aura too, so that there's only cords of love, you'll build a solid foundation so that you'll be able to trust again and have the perfect love relationship to give you the balance without the labels attached to them that the Souls Collective is talking about. So that's your reading for today. I am having a sale for whoever listens to this in the future. It's a Valentine's Day sale, and it's on my website. It's 20% discounted for an hour reading online, no refunds. And once you book it, I'll send you my Zoom link. Okay, bye everyone. Have a great evening.